first thing we're gonna need is a bowl to mix all of our ingredients together. Oh, shit! Okay, I can fix it. I can fix it. I can fix it. Oh. Okay, so we got our bowl, and the first thing we want to start with is flour, but we don't have any measuring cups, so we'll just eyeball it. Yeah, I think that's good. Now that we have our carefully placed and thought out amount of flour, let's move on to the eggs. Eggs, here we go. Oh no. Well, the recipe calls for 3 eggs, but I pretty much broke all of them. So I guess I'll just scoop them in. Come on, get in there. Come on. I can still save it. Well, now that my hands are disgusting, I'm over it. And Dan's gonna take it from here. Dan! Dan! Dan!
Alright guys, well Zach pretty much ruined the entire kitchen, but I can save this. It's time to introduce the wet ingredients. As Zach said, we don't have any measuring cups, and the recipe calls for 3 cups of milk. But I figured 3 mouthfuls would be enough, right? 1, 2, 3. Now that we have very sanitarily added the milk, now it's time to add the sugar. Ain't that right, sugar?
That's right, baby!
Now the only way I know how to add sugar to a bowl is to give sugar some sugar.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ooh.
Now that I've finished adding the rest of the ingredients into the batter, it's time to introduce our certified senior mixologist, Mr. Dr. Professor Max Danziger, to finish it off.
Ever since I was but a young boy, all I knew was mixing. I spent 22 years at the Michigan Institute of Mixology until I was able to finally obtain my mixologist degree in mixology. I can mix anything from dangerous chemicals all the way to fire mixtapes. My whole life has been leading up to this moment. To date, I believe that this mixing project will by far be the most taxing and difficult project I have ever worked on.
I've completed my life's work. I'm the greatest mixologist this world.
Did I bake this fucking cake yet, or what?
Yeah.
Okay, wow, so thank you, Sir Mix-a-Lot, or whatever the fuck your name is. So now that he's done, we can start prepping this cake for the oven. So let's get to it. Okay, so we got our cake pan, and now it's time to start putting the upside down cake together. But first, we gotta make sure the cake won't stick to the pan. The recipe says some shit about buttering it, but that shit's too expensive, and I think my spit will work just fine. Yep, that's it. That's the one. So as you know, an upside down cake has to be made upside down. Duh. So we have to put our toppings in first. And since this is a set it off upside down cake, we're of course going to add our sweet, succulent, delicious record upside down. Available now. And then we can add everything else. Now that the toppings are in place, it's time to add the batter. Here we go. There we go. Nice and... Get over it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Fine. This amazing upside down cake is ready to bake. So let's toss it in the oven. And make sure you don't forget to set the temperature to 420.
Because I got high. Because I got high. because I got high.
Wouldn't want to make a mess. Now all we have to do is wait. So the cake is done. Now it's time to see how it turned out. Ow! 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 Moment of truth. Now it's time to find out if we know how to make a fucking cake.
Berry for your papa, berry for your papa.
That's good as fuck.
It's the CD in it. That's what
No,
makes
you
it
have to
so
hold it
good.
like this.